Hello, friends. I'm so glad we get to stretch together. Aw, yay. Don't hurt yourself, Dave. Be real careful today. But as promised, we are going to stretch our calves from yesterday. So if you have a wall, I know you have a wall, but we will be going up to a wall to do a stretch. So when you're coming into your stretch position, just know that you'll be coming up so that we can lean into a wall. But other than that, we are on our mat. Oh, so good, Karen. With your feet about hip width apart, we're going to slide our weight up onto the balls of the feet, lift the heels. And then slide onto the heels, lift the toes. So when you're thinking about how you're resetting the body, take a break mentally from all the stuff around. Try to reset smart in the body, mind, the heart. Slide to the outside rim of the foot. I'm assuming you mean Karen when I said you'll need a wall. Assuming that's the funny part. I guess you could be outside, who knows, maybe, but I'm sure you can find something. I'm sure you can find something to lean on. And slide the weight to the inside rim of the foot. So just like usual when we're coming into that, when you're coming into that position, we're using that contrast and seeing if, again, we have more mobility coming in, more mobility coming out. And then take your weight, so it's on all four quadrants, the front, back, side to side of the foot, and then soften your knees. You can move around a little bit in that. Again, trying to reset the body, find that position that feels good. And then you'll flex the quads and pull the knees back over the heels. Now when we soften the knees and come into neutral, the knees are just right over the feet. So you want to watch that, again, we go from an exaggeration with the flexion and extension, and then we settle in the center, squeeze your glutes, and press the hips forward. Using the strength of the glutes to extend the hip flexors, and then send the hips back. Now shift your hips to the right, opening up through the right side of that hip. And then shift to the left, other side. Same thing, see which side gives you more mobility, the right side or the left, and then you can try and work it to lengthening out the tight side. And then bring your hips center so your hips are right over the knees, right over the feet. Take your shoulders, roll the shoulders forward. Oh, thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. Drop the chin. I was laughing because I painted my toes and my hands, and then roll the shoulders back, look up towards the ceiling, and my toes, it's supposed to be pink, but it's like the exact color of my skin. Like you can't even tell, like they look exactly the same. Drop the shoulders down, take the right ear to the right shoulder. So I can't say that was a great use of type. I told Vic that maybe it makes my toes look longer since they're all one shade. Not the part that looks short, but oh well. And then take the left ear to the left shoulder. Now bring your head center. Take a nice big deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop your belly button in, round to the back. Drop the hands. Move a little bit right to left with your hips. Relax the head, the neck, the shoulders. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll yourselves all the way up. Squeeze your glutes. Pull your belly button in. Roll the shoulders back and down. Deep breath in. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. It's true. It's true. Scoop the navel to spine, drop the hands. Just trying to use the angle to my advantage. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll all the way up. Now, once we come all the way up, we're going to cross that left foot in front. So you take the left foot over, take a deep breath in, arms come up, And then exhale, hinge. Remember, this is where if you have a chair or a couch or a coffee table, you can lean on that. Otherwise, we come down, drawing the hands to the floor, getting that stretch nice and tight through the IT band. I don't know what happened to our tunes. Nice big deep breath in. This will cheer you up, Chelsea. As you exhale, you're letting the hips drop back and up just a little bit. And then slowly roll all the way up. Squeeze your glutes, pull your belly button in, roll your shoulders down and back, and then switch the leg. Me too. Do you remember, Lisa, this is where Karen was saying it's super hard to straighten the legs. So I think this is where a lot of us are really, really tight. The IT band's involved. Deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop your belly button in, round your back. Shift from side to side a little bit. So if you lean into your right foot, lean into your left foot, find where you get a deeper stretch and then linger there. Same thing, if I'm using a chair, an ottoman, a coffee table, I can lean into that a little bit. Take a nice big deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly roll all the way up. Squeeze your glutes, pull the belly button in, roll the shoulders down and back, open up the legs. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, drop the shoulders, hinge. Scoop your belly button in, round your back. From there, walk forward into your high hover. Now right there, stretching the calves after yesterday, so needed. Tread the feet, and as you tread with the feet, you feel that nice stretch into the calf, a little bit deeper on the leg that has the heel extended. Last 4, and 3, and 2. Now hold your left knee bent. As you hold the left knee bent, dig towards your right heel. Big deep breath in. And exhale, switch. Soften that opposite knee, press into the heel. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, press both heels back, walk the hands in, and then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll all the way up. And once you come all the way up, lift the heart, find your wall. Here we go, Karen. Locate a wall in your home. Now, take your right foot into the wall. So you're bringing your foot so that it's at an angle, at an incline, and then press your hip into the wall. So you're using that to stretch out the gastrocnemius, the calf muscle. Now with that, when you drive the hip towards your wall, pull your upper body away from it. So you're pressing the hip in and the upper body away. Now pay attention. If your weight has gone towards the big toe, then push out to the pinky toe. If you go into the pinky toe, then push into the big toe. Are you talking walls, Chelsea? You can just lean on a kid. Lean on a kid. So many options. And switch legs. Now, when you take that left foot into the wall, once again, the angle up the wall of that foot is going to deepen the stretch. So if my angle is shallow, it's a smaller stretch. If you go into that extreme with that foot being walked up the wall a little bit, then lean in. Once again, you drive the hips into your wall or whatever you're using, and then pull your chest away from it. If you're pulling into the pinky toe, push into the big toe. If you're leaning into the big toe, pull out to the pinky toe a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, drive your hip towards the wall. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, come back, and we're going to do that one more time. Take that right foot up into the wall, the original leg, and then press in, see if you can get a little bit deeper second time around. Squeeze your glutes, press the pelvis towards the wall, and pull your heart away from it. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, pull back and switch. So as you come into that left foot, once again, find the angle that gives you the extreme of the stretch you want, and then lean the hip in. So you releve on that opposite foot, lean in, push the hip forward, pull the heart back. Play with the angle, big toe to the pinky toe, and then squeeze your glutes just a little tighter. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. And then exhale, go in, come away from the wall, come back to your mat. Now nice big deep breath in, arms up. Oh Lisa, I'm glad you're here. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Round your back, draw the hands towards the floor. Walk your hands forward. Low hover. Press your chest through. Lay your thighs on the floor, flatten your feet. So when we squeeze the glutes, that's going to allow our hip flexors to lengthen just a little bit deeper. One more time, big deep breath in. As you exhale, dig the toes into the floor, lift the hips, press back. Push towards that heel. Once again, that'll stretch your gastrocnemius, your calf, just a little bit deeper. See if you can push into the big toe. Inhale. Exhale, come into the pinky toe. Now neutral feet, so you have your feet all 10 toes gripping into the mat. Oh, Gracie thought that meant come here. Lift your right foot. Oh, sweet girl. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right foot all the way through. So as you bring that right foot through, turn the right toe out. Drop your left knee, flatten your left foot. Lean into that just a little bit so we move around a little bit left to right. Feeling that nice stretch in the inner thigh and the hip flexor. And then come to the outer rim of your right foot and pull that right arm back. And you can keep the right arm back or you can tuck it around over onto your left side. Now notice, see if you can push forward, either forward or out with that right leg to deepen the stretch. Inhale. Exhale, let go. If I push out towards that right knee, I'm going to feel that tightening into the IT band. So if you know you're already really tight over there, then you want to lean into that right knee just a little bit. Inhale. Someone needs some attention. And then come back to center. Plant your right foot. Now you can stay here. You can come down onto your elbows. You could come down onto your forehead, or if you like, stay in that lunge position, reach back, grab your left foot. And the closer you can pull and bring that left foot towards the glute, the deeper the stretch. Squeeze the left glute to press the hip forward, and then use your exhale. With every exhalation, let go. One more time, big deep breath in. As you exhale, release your left leg so the left leg comes back. Now straddle your right foot with your hands, heel toe your right foot over to the left side of your mat, and then lay your shin down. I can kind of relate, Dave. I can kind of relate. Just be careful working around that. Now, as you come into that, you can stay upright in that pigeon. You can come onto your elbows. You can come onto your forehead. Inhale. Exhale, let go. One more time, big deep breath in. As you exhale, crawl your hands back up. Once you come to upright, dig the toes into the floor, lift the left knee, press your right foot back, inverted V, down dog, press towards your heels. Once again, nice big lengthening for the calves. Pull the tailbone up and pull the heels towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale, float your left leg up towards the ceiling. Inhale. As you exhale, pull your left leg all the way through. So when you come forward in that position, drop your right knee, flatten your right foot, turn your left toes out, and then in that position, just move around a little bit in the hip. Feel where you're tight and then linger in the space that needs it. I bet, Karen. Little puppy, little baby. I don't know what you're talking about, Karen. I can't relate. Everyone leaves me alone. Take that left foot, come out to the outer rim of the foot. Right hand stays on the floor, left hand comes behind. Option, left hand can come over to that right hip. Once again, move around and find where you're the most tight. So if I push out to my left leg and forward, I can feel that IT band stretch. You may need more in your psoas, the inner thigh or hip flexor on that right side. So lean into the left to deepen that. Inhale. Exhale, bring your left hand back to center. Your choice. Now you plant the left foot. You can have your hands on the floor. You can have your elbows on the floor. And then from there, option to reach back and grab that right foot if you like. With each breath, let go. Pressing into your left knee is going to deepen the stretch from the inner thigh all the way through the pelvis, all the way through to that right knee. Squeeze your right glute to press your hip forward just a little bit and breathe. Inhale. As you exhale, release your right foot. Straddle your left foot. Here we go, Chelsea. Heel toe your foot over, and then you get to come into pigeon. So I promised we would do pigeon today since we ran out of time on Sunday. In that position, you can have your shin parallel to your mat. Then you just twist towards your right hip. I could have my foot tucked into the body and I crawl forward. I want you to find where you get more of a stretch and then linger in that tension. Breathe through it. One more nice big deep breath in. As you exhale, go ahead and bring your hands back up underneath your shoulders, and then from there, dig the right toes into the floor. Lift the right knee. Step that left foot back, high hover, squeeze your glutes, low hover. Press your chest through, squeeze your behind to lengthen the hip flexors. And then set your knees down, sink back into that child's pose. Tuck the hips under. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead and walk your hands back and then take your legs so that your legs are in front. With the legs in front, stretch out, lengthen the hamstrings, lengthen the back of the leg, lean forward. So you could choose to have your hands at the quadriceps, at the calves, or grab onto your feet. Inhale. Exhale, press your chest forward. One more big deep breath in. Exhale. Go ahead and sit yourself up nice and tall. Crawl yourself forward so that you can lay down all the way onto our back. Now coming into our spinal rotation, this will be our final in our stretch series today. Your right foot comes onto the left knee. For some, you can hold that stretch, that's plenty. You can lift your left knee and push the right knee away. You can take your hands on that left thigh, pull the left thigh in towards you as you push the right knee away and flex both feet. Press into your tailbone. Now from there you may stay or allow this right foot to drift over to the left side of the body. Take your left hand, feed it through that right thigh, pull the right thigh down towards you. Lift your right hand and then open the right arm out to the side. Look over your right shoulder. Try and let the weight of that right arm feel heavy and sink down into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, try and let go of that right thigh. Let it drop closer to the floor. You can use your left arm to pull gently on that, releasing your back. I love that, Jackie. I know, kind of like a pretzel, huh? Probably, I don't know if any of us are in the same position, but as long as you're feeling a stretch, we'll pretend we all got here. Now, take your right hand, bring it up off the floor, hug that right knee in towards the chest, straighten the left leg. From there, bring your right knee back across the left side. Lift that right hand. Float the right arm down to the right side, a little bit bigger spinal twist. Pressing your right knee down with your left hand and looking over that right shoulder. Big deep breath in. Exhale, let go of the tightness. In the chest on the right side, feel that right shoulder get heavy and sink down into the mat. Let go of the tension in your back. One more time, big deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your right hand up, pull that right knee back to neutral, and then from here, shift a little bit right to left, loosening that back up, and then you're going to bring your left foot, place it on the right knee. So now we just come into the other side. Now for a moment, you may need to round your back a little bit, tuck the pelvis so that it depends on how tight your back is and the muscles around your spine. You can stay here for a moment if you need. Otherwise, we pick that right foot up, flex your feet, reach behind your right thigh, pull it in towards you, and then press your left knee away from you. Now press into your tailbone to deepen that stretch. With each exhalation, you're letting your body sink just a little lower, a little heavier into the ground. You may stay here or let your left foot come down to the right side of your body. Let your right hand feed through that leg and gently pull that thigh towards your torso. Lift your left arm. Let your left arm float out to the left side and look over the fingertips. Inhale. As you exhale, try and let that arm feel a little bit heavier. That left thigh feels a little bit heavier and sinks a little deeper into the mat. Those two oppositions will stretch that rotation of the spine a little bit deeper. One more big deep breath in. As you exhale, take your left hand, reach up, grab that left thigh, bring it back to neutral, straighten your right leg. You can move around a little bit, and then from there, take that left leg back over to the right side, left arm comes up and out. Look over those left fingertips. So now the contrast from your left hand to the right knee is just a little bit bigger. You're right, Elias. It's a rare treat when there's not that driving beat. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, try and let go of the tension in your back. Now lift that left hand, pull that left knee back to neutral, bring the right knee in as well so you have both of them center, and then rock a little front to back, loosening up your back a little bit. Now straighten your legs, flex your feet. So you're taking your tailbone down towards the mat and then lifting your feet way up towards the ceiling. Inhale. As you exhale, open the legs, take your hands, press out gently. Oh, Lisa, I love it. I know you're gonna dig this. There's two things they say to enter, and I'm blanking on the second one. Now they say nothing. The new ones have nothing. No tagline. Now bend the knees, hands are on the ankles. Use your elbows to push the knees out just a little bit. Rock a little bit side to side, loosen up. And then settle in the center. Now set your feet down, roll yourselves up, foot to foot, and lean forward. Inhale. Exhale, try and let the weight of your knees feel heavy and sink down lower to the ground. So some of you will have your knees touching the ground, that's great. Others, you'll have your hands on the floor and that's the depth of the stretch that feels good. Others can be down on the elbows. Let go of the tension in the neck. Big deep breath in. And then as you exhale, come up. Now bringing ourselves to standing. Close the legs, swivel so that you have your legs behind you. Dig the toes into the floor. Lift the hips, press back. Walk the hands back. Slowly roll all the way up. And then once you come up to standing, we're going to step out nice and wide. So you have the stance nice and wide with your toes forward. So our toes aren't turned to the outer walls, they're turned straight ahead towards the TV or computer. Deep breath in, arms come up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Hands come down. Some of you will have your hands down. You could use a chair here as well. That's my invisible chair. Or hands, or elbows, or forehead. Pull those hips back and up towards the ceiling. So you're trying to pull the tailbone up towards the ceiling, back behind you. Inhale. As you exhale, straighten your arms. Keep your right hand on the floor and then lift that left hand to the ceiling. If you want, bring this left hand over to the right thigh. Pull your hips up. Inhale. Exhale, both hands down. You can choose hands, elbows, forehead. Pull your hips up. Now straighten the arms. Place that left hand on the floor. Reach the right hand up. You can stay or wrap it around to that left thigh. Pull the tailbone up. Now bring both hands down. Turn your toes out. Lunge to the right. Last stretch. So as you come, you can pull. So my options, it may not feel good to be all the way down there. I could be here and pull on my left toes. I could be here, or I can come all the way down if that feels good on this. So it's a nice stretch for the soleus, the Achilles on the right side. And if I want, I could pull my left toes towards the shin. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, crawl your hands to the other side. You pick that position. I can reach my right hand onto my right foot. Good luck, Chelsea. Good luck, friend. Remember your positioning here. You can have that hand on the thigh, so I could be here, anywhere in between. If you press your pelvis back and away, you'll get a little bit deeper stretch through that right thigh. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, crawl your hands center, close your legs. Whatever stress you can let go of, whether that's physical, mental, emotional, leave what you can here. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll yourselves all the way up. Squeeze your glutes, pull the navel to spine, roll the shoulders back and down, lift your heart, take a deep breath in, arms up. And exhale, give yourselves a big hand. Good work today, you guys, with your stretching. Happy Tuesday. I'm excited to Pilates with you tomorrow. I can't believe it's already Wednesday. Well, not today, tomorrow. If you have any requests before we start that adventure, let me know. Oh, thank you, Dave. Baby steps is so true. You will. I know you will. You'll get there. Well, I feel like we've been through a lot of things, and we always land on our feet. So you'll get there. It's just such a journey, huh? Such a journey. I know you guys are carrying a lot of stuff, so just know that I continue to just show up as long as you are showing up, and I hope better together for sure. I hope that with the stretching, I feel like, again, I've said this many times, but I've stretched more in the last 3 months than I've stretched in my whole life. So I do feel like we are getting so much more limber and flexible, even though we're also then tightening everything back up on the other days. So I'm hoping that doing some of the calf raises today will help the mobility not be such a problem tomorrow, when is usually when the stiffness will fire up from yesterday's workout. So I'm thinking that we might be off the hook with that. Hopefully, drink lots of water, and then between today's stretch and lots of water, maybe we won't have to have the pain going down the stairs that we had last week. So I love seeing that progress too, Lisa. And I'm just hoping, because I know his life, yes, calming for sure. That's so good for our mind. It's so good. I'm not great at it. I'm learning and getting better at it, and not fighting that is probably the biggest thing. Like, it's okay to clear the mind and let go of stresses for a moment. They always come back. So it's okay to let go of that brain space for a minute. And then just also know that in that space too, sometimes you might sit in a child's pose or a stretch that isn't a stretch I'm doing that feels good for you. And it's still going to be good to come together and reserve the time together to stretch and focus on something you need. So you could roll out your feet the whole time, or you could do the back stretch or do something completely different, but just the time commitment and the coming together. I know I don't need to tell you that. That could be what half of us are doing anyway, but just know that time to say, I'm going to give this to lengthening back out and calming and letting go instead of gripping super tight mentally and physically. So I think that's the most important thing, is both for our brain and for our body to learn to let go of stress and tightness and clutter. So a new adventure every day, and one more behind us. I'm shocked we're in August already, as I've said. So I feel like as we move towards this new month, my goal is that we would really be able to connect both in with that, how that brain and body works together in releasing the things that aren't serving us. So if that means a schedule change, or like, there's so many different fresh start, clean slates that you can establish in this time. So I'm just hoping that this gives you some time and space to reevaluate some things and find where you want to focus your intentions moving forward in this month. So, oh, yes, me too, Lisa and Karen. I know. And I feel like we're getting better at it, right? I feel like if you think back to our first yoga sculpt, when I didn't pause ever, and now I feel like we take a good 2 or 3 breaths. Maybe soon we'll take 5 breaths. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the fall holds. Maybe that'll be 4 and 5 breaths per stretch. But either way, it feels good, and it feels good to do something good for our body together. So thank you for jumping in on that. And if there's anything that felt really good today that you want to do Sunday, make sure to let me know. Otherwise, we'll just keep working towards our back and our hips and our tight
psoas and glutes, all the things, and shoulders. So anyway, I love you guys. Have a great rest of the evening, and I will see you tomorrow.